Greetings, Aztec Nation, and all those who jumped on the bandwagon during the men's basketball team's historic run to the national championship game earlier this year. Steve Perez and Weiner here with a special edition of Aztecs All In. I think by the end of the week, this might be 3 podcasts in a single week. That's a personal best for Aztecs All In. Anyways, it's a podcast. It's all in on San Diego State University Aztec Athletics. The excitement of Mountain West basketball media days. Hey, Lewis? Concluded this week in Vegas. The women were covered on Wednesday. The men Thursday. The Aztecs men's basketball team picked by those in the know to finish first once the season gets going. Media days in the Mountain West. Yes, sirree. Excitement and fun. Teams and media from all over the great Mountain West Conference. From Honolulu, Hawaii to Fort Collins, Colorado. And the Mountain West Network does wall-to-wall coverage. This year held at the Resorts World in Las Vegas. 2 athletes from each school typically, and their head coaches. They go on live. They appear on Mountain West podcasts. They get their pictures taken by the NCAA. I think they pose for some of the TV networks and their planned broadcasts. And then they break out into separate rooms, all with local print, TV, whoever wants to talk to them. Radio stations are there live. They got a radio row going. It's all a buzz with players and coaches and hosts from all around. It's dang fascinating. Yes, sirree, media day. Well, we didn't make it. But we have the next best thing thanks to the Mountain West Network and your crack Aztecs all-in staff. Louis Weiner has the men covered with Coach Brian Dutcher and Aztec guards Lamont, Butler, and Darrion Trammell. Then I will bring you the Aztec women, led by their head coach, Stacy Terry-Hutson, the pride of El Capitan High School, and the players, Kim Villalobos and Abby Prohaska. So, with sincere thanks once again to the Mountain West and the Mountain West Network, Lewis, take it away.
Mountain West Conference Media Day in Las Vegas with the Aztecs represented by head coach Brian Dutcher and guards Lamont, Butler, and Darrion Trammell. Of course, the Aztecs, fresh off of their amazing 32-7 season, which included a Mountain West Conference regular season championship, a Mountain West Conference tournament championship, and topped off with a trip to the national championship game against UConn. The Aztecs have high expectations this year, and that includes big seasons from both Butler, who hit that incredible game-winning shot in the national semifinal game against Florida Atlantic, and Trammell, who hit the clutch free throw with 1.2 seconds left in the Elite 8 game versus Creighton to get the Aztecs to the Final Four. Coach Dutcher talked to the Mountain West Network and spoke about the challenge of keeping guys hungry and getting back to the NCAA tournament.
That's for these 2 senior guards to instill upon the new guys. They've been part of this journey in the program, and Lamont obviously in his 4th year, Darrion in his 2nd, but there's no better teacher than experience. And so they've been through the wars. They know what it is. As much as we are enjoying what we did last year, it'll have nothing to do with how we do this year. We have to put our work in. We have to get better every day, and if we do that, we'll continue to be competitive and put ourselves in a position to be a tournament team again.
The Aztecs lost a lot of key contributors from last season's team, notably Matt Bradley, Nathan Mensah, and Keshad Johnson. And both seniors Butler and Trammell know what's expected of them this season.
I feel like I have to be more of a leader this year. It comes with the point guard role, it comes with being a senior. I've been here for 4 years. I know what it looks like. I know what it's supposed to look like. And, I'm ready for that role. I've been trying to be more vocal in practice every day, throughout the summer and, coming up on this year. So, I'm just ready for that, to embark in that and, continue to win games.
Definitely providing that leadership. Me and Lamont, we got the best leadership. We were there, so we understand exactly what it takes, and I think just getting that to everyone is the ultimate goal. Just having a more complete season for myself and understanding earlier on instead of letting it take so long to get outside of myself and put more into the team.
The Aztecs were picked to finish first in the annual Mountain West preseason media poll, and that's due in part to a key player returning this season, senior forward Jaden Ledee. A lot is expected of Ledee this season after averaging just under 8 points and 5 rebounds a game last season. while Ledee shot 48.9% from the floor and 72.8% from the free throw line. He was 0 for 9 from three-point range, which he must improve upon. Dutcher says he's up to the task.
Jaden is a monster and been a monster all fall camp, and I think what you're going to see from him, we're not going to be surprised, but I think the country's going to be surprised in what they see in Jaden Ledee.
Jaden is a beast. He's a beast.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Yeah. He's a beast, but he's really grown his game. He really finds players. Like he's really good at distributing the ball, and he's been working on his shot a lot. So him being a threat outside is really going to help us a lot. Be able to space the floor, and he's really just an all-around great player, great teammate.
A new piece to this season's squad is Reese Waters, the reigning Pac-12 sixth player of the year, who transfers over from USC. He was named this year's Mountain West preseason newcomer of the year, coming off a season in which he averaged 9.8 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 1.1 assists a game. He also set career bests in rebounds, steals, and blocks. Off the bench, he averaged 10.3 points a game, which was ranked 17th in the nation and would have ranked second in the Mountain West. Coach Dutcher was asked how Waters fits on this year's team.
It's just a joy to have Reese in the program because everything he does is geared toward winning. He didn't come in here and say, I'm going to do me, and you're going to have to live with that. All he wants to do is please the coaches and please his teammates. And so that's going to go a long way to his success and our success as a team. So really excited to get Reese in our program.
A key contributor from last year who also returns is senior Micah Perez, who appeared in 39 games last season, averaging 7.4 points and 3.6 rebounds per game. Perez can shoot from downtown, averaging 35% on three-point tries. He scored in double figures 9 times last season, and in those games, the Aztecs went 8-1. Trammell talked about what he's seen from Perez coming into this season.
Micah's had a great summer, and leading up to this moment here and getting into the season, he's been working on his game this entire time, and his comfortability and his confidence is at an all-time high right now. His shot-making ability is ridiculous. He plays off 2 feet. He's a big forward. He's going to get after you on defense, and so I think this year he's going to have the opportunity to show it, and I think he's ready for the opportunity. He's going to take full advantage of it.
The Aztecs will turn to a couple of newcomers this season in freshman B.J. Davis out of Modesto, California, and Miles Heide from North Bend, Washington. Heide was a 3-star recruit and the 30th rated center in the nation, and Davis was a 4-star recruit rated as the 124th overall recruit in the nation. In his final 2 high school seasons, Davis averaged just under 18 points a game. Butler and Trammell share their thoughts about the newcomers.
BJ Davis and Miles Heide. I mean, BJ, he's been battling me and Darrion all summer, and I can see like how much better he's gotten, how much comfortable he's gotten. You know, in the open court, he's dangerous. When he's going up and down, he's a joy to watch, and defensively he gets after it. And then Miles, he's been battling with Jaden all year. I mean, all summer and all fall. So he has great toughness about him, really good touch around the rim, and I'm excited to see them get out there and play this year.
I transfer here as well, so I mean, like, they're coming in as freshmen, but it's also the same learning curve. So I can kind of relate to that, and I kind of understand what it is that clicked for me, and so spreading that message to them and showing them and being an example of what it looks like is gonna, I think, gonna do wonders for them.
Fans are excited to see what the Aztecs do for an encore this season after April's trip to the national championship game. And both Butler and Trammell say they can't wait to be in front of the Viejas home crowd again.
I really feel like they were the ones that really helped us rally throughout the whole tournament. There was a lot of games we'll be down, and we hear the Aztec fans, like especially in Houston, like we had one of the biggest showings of any team, and so having them rally around us and having the whole city on our back, it just helps us play well, and we do it for them.
When we're at Viejas, that energy is just irreplaceable, and it's unique, and so it didn't surprise me at all. Our fans in the city, they travel with us, and honestly, I was not surprised at all, and I'm just thankful for them.
So, Steve, the first time fans can see the new Aztec squad is Monday, October 30th in a preseason matchup against Cal State San Marcos, and they kick off the regular season at home Monday, November 6th against Cal State Fullerton.
Aztec women in Vegas earlier in the week for Mountain West Media Day. Kim Villalobos, Abby Prohaska, along with Coach Stacy Terry-Hutson, San Diego native, and the pride of El Capitan High School. A resurgent women's hoops team coming off a postseason appearance, the WNIT. That's the first time in what feels like forever, but was in 2012. Picked to finish 5th. Coach talked to the Mountain West Network about the momentum she hopes is being generated with this year's Aztecs women's hoopsters.
We come in every day and practice trying to get better. Excited about what we have coming back and some of the additions that we've added. So we're just trying to use this, these couple weeks, these months to mesh each other and continue to grow as a team. Well, it started last year. That group, we had a veteran group, some kids that really came in and set the tone right away. And it's, you know, Abby's also this year the one that leads us in as far as that goes. I mean, she comes in and she plays hard every single day, and she sets the tone for practice as far as effort and attitude. And so, you know, the kids that have been on our team for a while understand what it looks like, and I think it's just really a joy to coach when you have kids that you don't have to motivate to play hard. So now we're just trying to stay healthy and get better every day and continue on this climb that we're on.
And by the way, UNLV is the pick by the coaches and certain select media members to win the Mountain West. Notre Dame grad transfer aspiring coach Abby Prohaska has established herself as one of the team's leaders going into her second season with the Aztecs. Coach says she cannot help but hear her during practices. She appeared in all 34 games last season with the Aztecs, 16 of them starts, averaged 7.5 points in about 23 minutes a game. Will she be relied on to score more this season? We shall see. But she is money from the free throw line. Shot 87.5%. 49 of 56 free throws. That's fourth best rate for a season in Aztecs women's basketball history.
I think it really stems from our veterans like Kim and I. We have some transfers that have come in that are older as well, Jada Lewis. And just having that be our driving force, using and utilizing our teammates and allowing to, like, looking around and seeing that everybody is pushing themselves makes you want to give more. And just being able to kind of have those tough conversations with teammates and being able to trust that they have your best interest at heart when they're saying something or encouraging you to do something. So I think that really allows us to build upon what we created and did here last year.
Abby graduated Notre Dame with a degree in visual communications, so maybe she's so good at free throws because she visualizes those shots going through the hoop time after time, right, Lewis? Number 23, Kim Villalobos hopes to provide some interior strength at 6 feet. She's out of L.A. prep ball, but with an El Salvadoran heritage and has proudly represented that Central American country's national team the last 3 off seasons. This summer's version winning the Central American Championship over Guatemala. For the Aztecs, she led the team in rebounds with 5.3 and 8.5 points a game. And like the men's team, the ladies' team preaches defense on the court, and they will need it with the preseason that opens on the road against Portland, a home game against Stanford, which made it to the second round of the NCAA's last season.
I think it goes back to our effort every practice. I think defense stems from effort. You know, you can't have a great defensive game without, like, I don't know, diving on the floor for loose balls, all little things like that. But yeah, just our effort every practice, the intensity of our practices when we're focusing on defense. So definitely that, yeah. I think Coach Stacy always mentions, like, how do we respond to adversity? So like Abby said, we're going to have some challenging games, you know, some challenging days, whatever it might be. But how as a team do we come together and say, next game, you know, we're going to win the next game? Just little moments like that, for sure.
Also on the Aztecs women's roster, Mountain West co-freshman of the year, Trinity Zamora. The Oakland native made the All-State team 3 times at Piedmont High School, started all 4 years there, averaged 22 points a game, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks a game.
Well, Trinity's a winner. She won in high school. She won in AAU, and she just comes in with the right effort. She's trying her best. to continue to grow every day, and she contributes on a bunch of different fronts. I'm throwing her at different positions that she's not used to playing, so she's just the ultimate teammate. You know, she comes in, she gets it done. So I'm really happy for her that she was recognized. But it's the preseason, and we have a lot of work to do, and I'm excited for her growth. I think she's going to be a phenomenal basketball player, and her best basketball is definitely ahead of her.
And Lewis, for the Aztec women, it all starts November 6th on the road at Portland. And the home season gets underway November 10th at Viejas, a Friday night, against California Baptist.
So exciting times for San Diego State basketball fans, with both the men's and women's team trying to build off of last season's very successful campaigns. So that does it for this special edition of Aztecs All In. Please follow and subscribe to Aztecs All In wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. You can also reach us by emailing us at aztecsallin@gmail.com. And you can follow us on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at Aztecs_all_in. Until next time, I'm Louis Weiner for Steve Perez. Take care.